June 20th. Because I love your commands more than gold, more than pure gold, and because I consider all your precepts right, I hate every wrong path. Psalm 119 verses 127 and 128. The corruption of the church is not a modern phenomenon. In our days, we see ungodly, secular, and even perverted practices entering the church, and we are astonished. But a cursory look at the history of the church through the ages shows too many instances of compromise with the world's values and principles. In ancient times, especially medieval Europe, the temptation was for power. Today, the church preaches love, and in her desire to look loving to the world, tolerates wanton evil. Love and hate often go together. It is impossible to deeply love someone or something without hating that which violates or contradicts the object of that love. David understood and experienced this dynamic when it came to God's word. He follows an extravagant proclamation of love with an equally passionate declaration of hate. He says that precisely because he loves God's word so much, more than pure gold, he hates whatever opposes it. David's love for God's word causes him to hate every wrong path. The word that is translated wrong actually means deception or falsehood. What a relevant message for the church today. We are bombarded from every side by false ideologies and practices, and the church all too often adopts an attitude of tolerance and acceptance, calling it love for sinners. The truth is, like David, we are called to hate these false beliefs with every fiber of our being. But we will only do so if, again, like David, we love God's word passionately. We cannot counter the relentless propaganda of the world, no, of the devil, if we are not once again, like David, fully convinced of the truth and rightness of God's word. Culture and society are degenerating at a pace never seen before. Our children and youth are especially in danger. The antidote is the apparently contrasting but actually complementary emotions of love and hate. Love for God's word and hate for the world's falsehoods. Today's decree: because I love your word and because I know your words are true, I hate every deceitful path.